Flosstube. So it's the March the 30th, and March has been a slow stitching month because why? I've been working more. Anyway, I've been focusing on my Gypsy Queen. So I really haven't stitched on many things. I've only stitched on two things, but I have a new start and a finish. So that's good. You know, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. Let me show you. Okay, so I decided to stitch this for my friend because she just got married. It is from Cross Stitcher issue 293 summer 2015, and she got married last weekend, and it was a small family wedding, but I'm catching up with her tomorrow. So before I wrap it, so I've stitched this for her, and here it is. It's all framed, all done, all ready to go. Sorry, reflection. If you can hear that carry on in the background, my son is being put to bed by my husband, and I think they're pretending to be Sesame Street characters. They just read that, do you remember that book, the golden book, was it Cookie Monster and the Cookie Tree? Yeah, they were just reading that. Anyway, so I framed this. Now, this all was stitched from Stash. Stitch from Stash is also going fantastically well, thank you very much. I used 32 count linen that I bought from an op shop for 20 cents. Husband entering and leaving the room. So this is stitched on 32 count linen, which I bought from an op shop for 20 cents in January, I think. So that was a beauty. It's just an ecru linen, natural linen. And I had all the threads in my stash because I've got all of them. And the only thing I substituted was the white, if you can just sort of see it there. It's probably might not show up, but there is bits of white in there, the birds at the top, the doves. Instead of using white, I used B5200 accidentally because I went to get from my bobbinated floss. I need white, put that out, and then when I started stitching, I realised it was B5200, but then I thought that's actually pretty good because it gives a slightly more of a definite contrast between the ecru linen having B5200. So I'd recommend that if you're going to stitch this piece. And I think my nail polish matches that perfectly, coincidentally. Really, really quick. I think it took me a week. It's not a big piece, but I really like it. I think it's beautiful, and I was so glad to get an opportunity to stitch it, actually, because when I saw it in the magazine, when I got the magazine in 2015, I thought, oh, that's so pretty, but I already had a wedding sampler, or I'd already planned to stitch my Hawaiian wedding sampler for myself, so I was really happy to find an excuse to stitch it for my dear friend Simone. So if you want to do a wedding sampler for a friend, this is a great one because I think it's not too, I think it's a little contemporary. It's a little modern in styling, happily ever after, and it's a quick stitch, which is always good for a gift because we don't always have a lot of time to do something like that. Anyway, so I absolutely love it. So I'm going to wrap that up and give that to her tomorrow when we catch up for coffee in the morning, which will be lovely. Oh, the frame I got from Big W for $8. Big W is like, I don't know, Walmart, Kmart, Target, that kind of deal, $8. I don't think framing counts towards stitch from Stash, but if it does, that's okay. I can afford $8, but I'm pretty sure framing doesn't, but I will check that. Sorry, in the rules. Back to this magazine. This is a ripper of a magazine. This is the only, I think I do have a couple of issues of Cross Stitcher magazine. This is the only one I've ever bought from a news agency at full price. I don't know what the Australian price of this is. Probably like 15 or something dollars because it's a UK magazine and it's $4.99 for £4.99. So here it probably costs $15, but I have stitched that many things out of it. I love it. And I think this, I haven't had an occasion to stitch this one here on the front, but I think it's so pretty. Isn't that the cutest little, oh. And I actually saw someone recently on one of the groups use this and made it into a burst sampler and just put a name and a date over here for a little girl, and I just think it's so cute. So, yeah, that's a really good little one. So that was a start and a finish. And for a finish, I believe it counts for $14 to my Stitch from Stash, which is awesome. So I'll talk about Stitch from Stash now. So for March, I'm just keeping notes on my phone about Stitch from Stash. So I had one finish, $14. I had $15 worth of Stash Unload sales on the local Aussie Facebook group. So $15 there, $14 there, and $34.10 was my balance coming forward from last month. So, oh God, I can't even do maths in my head anymore. That should be easy, shouldn't it? 14 plus 15. Whoa, I'm in credit $63.10, and that's on a zero budget. So I'm definitely going to have enough to kit up a full mirabilia by the end of this year, which is awesome. I'll be able to buy all my beads and water lilies for my next mirror, which will be, oh, I'll talk about that after I've shown you Gypsy Queen. There she is in all her glory. See that? So I haven't actually done all that much since last month because I've been down in a bit of a slump about Skin 1/1. Sorry, that's my dishwasher just kicked in. Hope that's not really annoying on the audio. Yeah, so Skin 1/1 is a pain in the bum, and I'm never doing it again. I've spoken about this in my previous videos, but it's get me down. It's get me down. So it takes 4 times as long, and I don't like tiny stitches. I know lots of you do. Pam, I'm looking at you. Pussycat wants to say hello. What's that? Come here, fatty. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, this fell off the chair. Whoa. Look, that's you. Look at you. You're so pretty. This is Honey, and she's a bit tubby, but I love her. I love you. And she's beautiful. Anyway, that's enough of my cat. She's not much of a cuddler. Oops, sorry. She bounces. Anyway, so Skin 1/1. Let's talk. So the problem is with Skin 1/1 for me on Gypsy Queen is that there's so much of it. On my Celtic Christmas, as I explained once before, there wasn't much. There was a face and one hand. But here she's got a really long arm, got to do all this chest, all this face, and then there's another arm that's sort of, that's the tip of the hand. She's sort of going like this. And she's going just like that. I can hear my son saying, Mommy. Let's hope he stops. So there's just a lot of Skin 1/1, which is kind of making me a bit bonkers. But the last couple of days I have just decided to hell with it. I'm just going to knuckle on down and get it done. And that is I'll have to go and check on her about that. One moment. What was I saying? Skin 1/1. Yes. So in the last couple of days, I have just decided I need to just get this skin done. And I've made a bit more progress since I've decided to do that. And I haven't done a lot since you saw this last time, but I have, I think, sort of from here done the skin, and I'm working across here. I've done some of the back stitch on the leaves around her hair. I finished all the Caron water lilies on her head and on her arms and beads and things like that. She's going to have around here. So basically all of the DMC 2 2/2 crosses is all done. All the Karen water lilies is all done. Back stitching is up to date to where I've stitched so far. Metallics are up to date to, here. I've got to do these metallics here now. So I've just got to do the skim 1/1, finish off metallics, and then beading. So I'm not feeling that confident that I'll have it done this month in April. So I'm not sure that I'll have it done in time for the retreat, which is the first weekend in May. But that's okay. Whatever. If I haven't got it done by May, she'll be coming with me to the retreat. And I'll also take another piece. I will take either red or Lalini, the Hula Girl, the other free chart from a previous retreat in the States. So I'm either going to do red or the Hula Girl, depending on what fabric I've got in my stash that I am happy to use on either of those. I think fabric for red is actually pretty tricky. I can't really imagine stitching her on anything other than an antique white or a white or an ecru. I think the fabric's got to be pretty neutral. I can't recall seeing that many people stitch it on a hand dyed that I can think. And I'm going to do the charted colours. I'm not going to do a conversion or anything. I'm going to do her as is, and I'm going to do skin 2/2. Yeah. So if I can find fabric for red, I'll take her, or if I can't, I'll find fabric for Hula Girl. I think I've got some nice hand dyed that would work with her. And I'm also going to take fabric from my stash that I've picked out that will go with the colours that are for the free chart for this retreat, which we obviously don't know what the chart looks like, but we do know the colours, the supplies that we'll need to stitch it. So I pulled out the colours from my stash. Let me just find, I had a photo of it, which I could insert, but I might do if it reflects. Hang on. Look at me, I'm just chatting to you like you're a real person there. Well, you are a real person. Yeah, so if you can't, yeah, you can't see that. Anyway, I'll insert a photo of the fabric and the DMCs that are for this chart. I'll put that in here. Okay, so we both know what we're talking about now. So that fabric is from Sew It All. I think it's called Violet Haze. Sew It All is an Australian company, and they do fantastically, really well-priced hand-dyed fabrics. This is from them. It's like a mottled blue. And it's really beautiful, soft, even weave, and they have really lovely hand-dyed fabrics, and it's really fast postage. My friend Julie just ordered some paw print even weave. I think she ordered it on, well, I saw her on Friday, so she must have ordered it either on the weekend or on Monday, and she got it today, which is Thursday. So it's really quick, and it was only $14.95 plus $4 postage for the paw print even weave, which is really good. Anyway, so Sew It All is, if you're Australian, check them out. They're in Port Macquarie and they're really good. So that hand-dyed fabric, I think, goes really well with the DMCs that are charted for this mystery chart that we're going to get at the retreat. So I'm going to take those supplies just in case I like the chart. Hello. Hello, Puss. Hello, Puss, Puss, Puss. Being very friendly. So I'll be taking Gypsy Queen, the mystery chart, the retreat chart, and either red or Hula Girl. Did you get all that? I'm sure I could have said that much more concisely. Hello. You want to come up? Email. Super friendly. Anyway, that's actually probably all I've got to talk about this month. I feel like I've been stitching a lot, but haven't got that much to show for it. Anyway, that's it. Oh, there's some more Pyrex up there. Have you seen some new bits? I added some bits and pieces. There's some new bits over there. Well, they're not new. I just pulled them back out of my cupboard. There's some things there. That's new. Not new, but new to the display. That's going to have Easter eggs in it soon. A chicken. What else? That's it. Okay, I'm just rambling now.